Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's time for episode 3 of the Celtic career mode. Don't worry if you don't enjoy the career mode videos and you're here to comment, Ryan, where are the normal videos? Where's your videos on Celtic? They will be coming. Just need to wait for something topical to speak about. The channel's not going to turn into strictly career mode only. Today's episode, I'm not going to be doing live commentary of the games. I'm only going to be doing live commentary for these kind of parts of the video and show you what's happening. So the response in the last episode went down very well. People were very happy with the signing of Mr. Dembele, and also a massive list of players was given to me as suggestions to sign. Now, if you look at the league table so far, one game into the season, we're second, so let's hopefully keep it that way. But Moussa Dembele obviously returning to Celtic, getting a massive goal, which helped us beat Southampton 2-0, and that was the only game we played. In this episode, we're going to try and play through 2 more games and probably simulate one, and as you see, we've been given, as Bootlegger would call it, an absolute grueler. It's ones we should probably be live coming. I mean, it's 3 gruelers. This is mental. We're heading to the Emirates, went to Wolves. I think we're actually just going to play these 2 games in this episode, and then next episode we'll save the big one against Liverpool, Sim Brighton, and play the Europa League game against Bayer Leverkusen. Now look at that. Look who we've got next month. Quite early on in the season. Beautiful to see that up nice and early. So we've been given an absolute grueler, as I said. And we're going to get right through it now. The list of players that you all suggested in the last video for me to sign for Celtic, fantastic list. And in the next episode, what you're going to see is I'm going to shortlist them into a list in the game for January, because right now I'm happy with the team. I want to experiment with this team in the Premier League and see how it gets on, and then I will think about making changes in January or at the start of next season. But with some of the players that you've suggested, if I adjust the wage budget to something realistic, we've only got 6 million quid anyway, not a lot of money. Premier League quality signings. Obviously we blew a lot of the budget away on Moussa Dembele, which I do not regret and never will regret. So we've got a couple of things to do, I imagine, before this game. One would be expect a press conference, but I don't see it. I've got a conversation with Scott Sinclair. Well, Scott Sinclair saying he feels like he's been pretty good form recently, even though he's not been playing, and he wants to start against Arsenal. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to have to say it's not all about you. It's not going to make him happy. As you can see, it's went down. I can't start Sinclair on a massive game against Arsenal. Anyway, we're going to have to get into the Arsenal game. Speaking about that, we're going to play in that beautiful yellow away kit, Arsenal, and the red kit. It looks as though Kieran Tierney could potentially start this game. We not for sure. We'll find out when we get in game. And I'm not going to make any changes to that opening game because it worked well. It was fantastic. If you remember, Foster had a cracking game. Dembele and Edouard got the goals. Look, there's not much that I want to change apart from the weather because I hate playing the rain. We'll change that to clear. And there we go. That's the starting lineup. Let's get into the game. Emirates Stadium it is then, and as I said, I was expecting to come up against Kieran Tierney in this game, but because of the glitch, Nacho Monreal is a starting left back. As you see here, he's leading out the Arsenal side here. So no Kieran Tierney in this video. I might still use him as clickbait for the title. This clip I wanted to show here, Bolingoli sends whoever it is to the shops. Look at this, look at that ankle breaker from Bolingoli, just went a step too far off him. I love the way that he plays in this game, to be honest. I think he's a great left back. Arsenal going forward here, they get pretty much the first chance of the game. Fraser Forster with a big save, continuing on from his great form against Southampton in the game prior. We then go forward for our first chance of the game. Edouard sees that bit of space for El Yunusi, who tries to send it in, but it's cleared away from Arsenal. And then here, a bit of hectic behaviour with the ball in the air. The ball gets sent backwards. Christie trying to reach, can't get to it. It's still in the air. Arsenal pass it back the way. It looks like he's gone for an own goal, but no, it's finally cleared in the end. We then head forward. McGregor with a lovely through ball for Edouard. Takes the touch round the defender. Fantastic finish. Finessed it in the bottom corner, and it's very resembling of the goal against Rangers. You know the one we're talking about. Fantastic finish from Odsonne Edouard as he nets for the 2nd time in the league. He scored against Southampton and gets a goal to put us up against Arsenal at the Emirates. Look at this. Fantastic touch to take it inside, and he buries it in the bottom corner with ease. I mean, look at it from that angle, he's not going to miss. There's no chance he can miss unless he hits it right at the keeper, but he puts enough curve on it, enough swerve in it, and it's past the keeper. We then move forward again, trying to extend our lead. Christie gives the ball forward to Mr. Dembele, who has space to shoot. He does shoot, pulling off a good save. Martinez there. Dembele coming close to getting also his 2nd goal of the season. We move forward yet again, ball inside for Mr. Dembele. Nice little bit of movement with the feet. Another big save from the Arsenal goalkeeper. Arsenal moving forward right before half time, slips it inside, and it's a goal for Arsenal right before half time. They timed it nicely, and Poor defending. Defending's solid this year, I think, in FIFA. It's taken a while to get used to. I know I'm bad every year if you watch me play FIFA at defending, but this year it's taken another drastic step towards difficult times for myself and players like me. So 1-1 going into the break, come out in the second half, and we need to try and establish a lead once again. Dembele, a nice little ball roll to get past here. Lovely bit of football. Good save. It comes to the man himself, Odsonne Edouard, who bags his second goal of the game with an easy tap in. He's not going to miss it. It's simple as that. And Edouard puts us up 2-1 at the Emirates, taking the lead for the second time in the game. Lovely football. And you know what? We were well more than deserving of that. Not much happening between them. Fortune Mensah heading for the powering run. Sends it in and Cham's open. And the header. God knows what that was about. But that's about it. There we go. 2-1 win.
A real attacking masterclass. Yeah.
Right, you know what, it's time for Prosper's press conferences. Don't know how boring these are going to get, but, I mean, Edouard, what a performance he just had. I also didn't do live commentary, and they're asking about his performance. I mean, what can I really say? It's an impressive performance. Fantastic. I mean, Moussa Dembele, we've just spent all that money on, and Edouard's going out and scoring a brace at the Emirates against one of the top teams. Well, I mean, that's been generous. In the league, managed to win the goal for this, can't talk. Talking too fast. Win the game with a close goal. What do you make of the game? It's time to focus on our next match. Let's be civil about it. Let's be realistic about it, because we're heading to the Molyneux next. That's not easy either. And am I pleased with the result? A win is a win. No, we need to do better. I'm pleased with one. Of course I'm pleased with one. That's pretty much it. Look at Edouard. He's fucking happy to the max. He's in cloud 9. We do be doinking. He's feeling good. Got interrupted there. But you know, you got to just what I was saying. So Sinclair stressing he wasn't happy that he didn't have the game. Keep working hard is all I can really say to him. It keeps him happy, I suppose. But I mean, I can't start Sinclair over Elyounoussi at the moment, because it's the early days of the season, and I've got to start my best players, see my best team. It's just what a manager has to do. They'll have players they favour and such. But aye, that's pretty much all I can do just now. As for youth staff, I don't know if we should start setting that up yet. Might leave that for the next episode. But one thing I did want to say, and I said in the first episode, that I wasn't actually going to use these, and I wasn't bothered about them. I didn't really want them. I'm actually going to change my mind, and I'm going to bring scouts into it, and I'm going to use them around the globe, just to try and pick up some players as well, some interesting players, ones that we don't get suggested, the ones you don't usually see in career modes, just to kind of keep it nice and fresh. We're going to target England, Germany, and the country which has given Celtic some of their best players over the past few seasons. We're going to head to France as well. I've picked the wrong part of the continent there. Going to send one to France, and we're going to set up quickly the positions in which I think that will be important. We don't need a striker anymore. We've got Moussa Dembele, so let's remove that. I mean, there's still another striker in there. First team quality striker, not needed. Any position, we will go for a central midfielder, because we definitely need that. We'll remove that, whatever that is there. Position, go into defensive midfielder or central midfielder. I think a defensive minded midfielder would probably be a bit better, but we'll just to keep it kind of more broad, we'll put that on. We need somebody who's going to be defensive minded though. We'll keep that on, because that'll help probably. Someone who's first team quality probably. Well, it doesn't really matter, because they can be promising, they can be young. Want somebody that's strong, we'll put them on just now. First team quality and promising might contradict it a wee bit. We'll put the max age as 27. The contract I'm not too bothered about. We definitely need a goalkeeper, and we're just going to make that obvious. We want a first team quality goalkeeper. Age we'll try and cap to 30, because we've already got an old guy in Forster. And maybe moving forward, a winger would be nice, because I don't know how far we're going to see Shved go up. So I'm going to put on a winger of any side. We're going to look for someone who's attacking minded. Going to look for somebody who can dribble. First team quality doesn't really matter now. We want somebody pacey. We want somebody prolific, promising as well. We'll put that on. And we're going to put that down a little bit further, say 24, and look for someone around there. And hopefully our scouts will report back to us from these countries. There's some players who are number 1 realistic in signing, and number 2 interesting to sign, along with, as I said, the players that I will shortlist in the next episode that you guys suggested, episode number 2, because I'm going to give you the chance to do the same thing in this episode, and that is by commenting some more players. down below. We had a transfer offer for Griffiths. He is our third choice striker. We don't have Bio, so I'm not going to actually accept that offer because we need him there just in case Dembele and Edouard struggle with fitness throughout the season. We have got Europa League, we've got the FA Cup, we've got the League Cup, we've got the Premier League. It's going to be a busy year for us, and we need to keep on top of having as much quality in the depth as possible. Hence the reason I'm sending out scouts. But one thing the career mode guys need to fix is this glitch where teams are fielding weak opposition, because I want to be realistic. I don't want to go through 38 games and win them all. That would be completely unrealistic. And there's a chance of that if the guys at career mode in EA don't get it sorted out. But we're heading to the Molineux. We might make a wee change in this game. It's time to go away from home again for the second consecutive game. Do we wear this number? Yes, we do. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for the most horrible Celtic kit I've seen in a long time. And we're going to make some changes to the team as well. Now, I actually have really liked Bolingoli. He's been really impressing me with the way he gets played as in this game. I think he's fast. I think he's good with the ball at his feet. But we're going to give Taylor a start. We're going to give Sinky a start. We're going to bring him on. We're going to see what he can do. Maybe he'll surprise us. I'm going to give Brown the start. Yes, it's the captain. I've got to feel like I've got to keep him in somehow. We're going to bring Rogic onto the bench in place of McGregor. McGregor's just going to get a total rest. We're actually going to start Tom Rogic as well. Give him a shout out there. And I might bring in Bauer for a game. I don't know. We'll bring him onto the bench and we'll see. Johnny Hayes, do you know what? He's going to get his spot on the bench today in place of Christie, who's going to get a complete rest as well. And I believe that's a pretty good, nice team to go with. Dembele and Edouard has got to continue up front. 2 goals for Edouard in the last game. 3 goals already from this season, and Dembele obviously with a goal as well. We're heading to the Molineux. Back to the not live version of me. It's off to the Molineux, and I didn't realise how much time I'd actually wasted in this video. And I'm trying to keep it about 13 minutes max, so we're just going to show the goals only from this game. Celtic, us going straight for it straight away as we slipped a lovely pass inside there and just came short, but throw it, we win a corner, which try our best to get something from. A fantastic ball in from Rogic, and I are leaping like a salmon. An absolute mammoth of a man there, outreaching everybody to the ball, sticks the nut on it. 1-0 at the Molineux, and we're playing so well at the minute. And Rogic coming on and having a fantastic game. Need to give him a shout as Ayer shakes the living life out the camera. Rogic was absolutely phenomenal and felt really good to play with. Other years he feels so clunky and slow. This year I really like him. He was the man of the match. But Ayer leaping like a salmon, getting the goal, turned it to the only goal. So I hope you've enjoyed this fantastic, extensive highlight package of the Celtic Wolves game. But do you know what? It's another 3 points. It's another win. We cannot complain. Well, an absolutely grueling performance there. I don't know if you fully got the experience that I did. I don't know how much I'm going to be keeping in from the highlights, but it was not a pretty game. We took our chance early though with fire from the header, and it is what got us through, and it is what at the end of the day got us the 3 points. So I'm guessing the interview is going to be similar. Oh, look, you just scraped by, blah blah blah. I mean, the second half we weren't great, and that's what they're asking me here. So we were the better team. We should have put the game beyond doubt. Time to focus on it. I'm just going to say time to focus on next match because we weren't great in the second half. So, you know, we could have been a lot better. Dembele missed a lot of honkers, which isn't exactly what you want to hear, but not so much to do. You managed to turn the tide and find a decisive goal. Was the one ever in doubt, basically, they're asking. I mean, to be honest, yes, I did have doubts, so I'm just going to say that. It's not keeping the team happy, but I'm going to be honest. Look, second half, as I said, we weren't great. If you didn't get the full 90-minute experience like me, but I was very much disappointed with my performance. And Real Patricio, he did very well today. As we're saying, it wasn't easy. That's how I'm going to give it. I'm going to give credit to him, as the manager is saying. And that will do it for my post-match press conference. As we pretty much wrap up the third episode, we're going to do one more game, and that is the Wigan game in the cup here, where we are at Celtic Park. So I'm expecting a win, but it is a perfect opportunity for us to throw out a nice little reserve cup team. Now, if we go out of the League Cup, will it be the end of the world? Absolutely not. Absolutely not at all. I'm going to keep the 2 up top though, definitely, but I'm going to make it Edouard and Griffiths. As I said, it's going to be kind of resting cup side. Semenovic will come into the team. Scott Bain will come into the team. We're going to bring Greg Taylor into the team. we are going to bring Sinky into the team because he's been choking for some minutes. Now, here is the point where we try and make things. Abdel Hamid is a shame. He's barely going to touch the park for us this year, which isn't nice to say, but I just don't think in FIFA we're going to get that much from him. I want to bring Mikey Johnson into the team, so I'm going to bring him in here. And do you know what? I'm actually going to... I don't know if it'll work. He can play centre forward, so you know what? We're going to throw him in at Cam, and we're going to start Bruni. And I believe that is a pretty decent enough side to beat Wigan. If it doesn't beat Wigan, I'm not going to cry about it. I will be slightly disappointed. I'll let it be known to them privately behind the camera. But that team is going to be the team to go out and face Wigan. Mikey Johnson actually does want a chance in this game. So I'll give you a chance. I'll just say it to him because he is going to get a chance. He's going to play. We're going to simulate this game, and that is how the episode will end. And we'll see if we're through to the next round of the cup. I have played the wrong team. Oh, that just was a waste of time. 1-0 win. Edouard getting the goal. Oh, what a waste of time that was. And do you know what that means? We're going to have to find a way to just improvise and bring that team into maybe a league game. I know I promised you, Mikey. I know. I'm doing terrible, aren't I? I'm breaking promises and everything. And you weren't even on the bench. Sorry, I did this. That's the only way I can react to that because I did not mean it. I meant to change the side up. And I messed up. I messed up. I've got to be honest. Their hands in the air. I did not mean to do that. Okay, right. We'll pretend that didn't happen. And this is the side that will play Liverpool. Where is it? Edouard, Griffiths, Johnson, such will play this team against Liverpool and see how that fares. Nah, I'm joking. We're going to have to fix that though, and get them playing at some point very soon. Rangers have started the season really well. 7 points in 3 games for having by far the worst team in the league. That is very, very surprising. I'd kind of want to, before we end the episode, see who they played. Obviously, there is that glitch where teams are playing the weakest sides, but if you think about it, that must mean Rangers are playing absolute dog shit out there. Is there a way for me just to go and look at the fixtures and see what's been happening? Is there a way to just like scroll up? Here we go. Right, so Rangers beat Chelsea 2-1. That's a massive win. I mean, imagine Ibrox. Other games Rangers played in, beat Newcastle 1-0 at Ibrox as well. Ibrox is looking important for them. Then they got another point, so they must have drew with Liverpool at Anfield. Fuck off. That's madness. I mean, we've had 3 wins and 3 though, so who's better? Us. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I hope you have enjoyed it. Deadline day is approaching. Will we make any signs in the next episode? Let me know if you want me to. And I'll see you all next time.